Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Cyanide Academy round 6 race. Now the race will start in 10 seconds shortly. The holder of pole position, currently Johan in the car number 24, leads the pack, followed by Victor Bernat, the driver in second place in the car number 25, followed by Beckett the Brit in the car number 7. Drivers cycle through the corners and almost in the final sector of this lap. As we complete the first lap, any moment now, as we head to the final corner. This is the first lap currently completed, with Juan in second place. As a matter of fact, the tower appears to have had a bit of trouble. Followed by Victor Bernat in third place, the car number 25, followed by Danny in the car number 16, and Beckett the Brit in fifth place, Caesar Alexandrov in sixth place, and last but not least, Artem in the car number, bear with me for a second, the car number 43. The closest of the battles at the moment appears to be between the two teammates, I believe, sharing the same livery as a matter of fact, and the same number. Now, these two appear to have pulled away from the rest of the pack, leaving quite a considerable gap to make up for the car in third place, that being Victor Bernat, who is almost 4 seconds behind Juan. Johan maintains the lead, as a matter of fact, pulling away as he sets the fastest lap so far, the 1:49. Now we can see the considerable pace difference in comparison to the other drivers. field is quite separated throughout all positions, but mainly the car in first and second place, putting quite a bit of time against the others, with with Johan even pulling away from the car behind him in second place in some of the corners. Now the key to this race would be well, at least the key to Johan in this race would be consistency as he slides there down the straight. And into a heavy braking zone. So it bounces through the passes, or the chicane, and goes to the final straight. Not quite straight really, but he goes, and he's still considerably faster than his teammate. However, Victor Bernat appears to be quite catching up a bit to the car in second place, with the gap shrinking down to 2 seconds between the two. A bit to Thun. Oh, and a bit of a slight there onto the grass. And going back to the drivers in fourth place, that being Danny, in the yellow livery number 16 car, a bit similar to the Grello 911. And following in close pursuit, that is Beckett the Brit. Oh, there's a bit of a moment there between the two, and Caesar Alexandrov will not hesitate to take advantage of that. Bit of a misjudged braking there from Beckett, and he will be willing to make up the lost time. As the car in 7th place, Artem is quite happy with the mistake, as he's now gained some ground and trying to recover now. As you can see, it appears that he has had a moment earlier during the race. Now back to the battle between second and third place, as the gap between the two is a mere second. Now every braking point and every corner will matter in this round. Heavy braking zone, not quite on the apex. Moment there as well. But back we go, and the second separating the two drivers now. As a matter of fact, is dropping to become less than a second, with Victor Bernat putting pressure now on Thun. And obviously, Johan, the number 24 car, is simply pulling away now, making 7 seconds over the two drivers in second and third place. He's simply undisputed during this race. Almost a contact there at the wall. Now, Victor Bernard, I believe that's his fourth warning for track limits. He does not want to receive a penalty whatsoever. Especially in this short race, it would be impossible to recover from, especially with the fact that he holds a podium position at the moment. Willing to catch up to one on the second place. With less than 10 minutes to go, as a matter of fact, we are entering the 9-minute mark. Well, less than 9 minutes to go for the race. As quite see a interesting move there, trying to get a bit of slipstream. Will he make a move? That is the question. Quite close there. Very close, as a matter of fact. Takes the inside, and will he make it stick? Goes down the outside. Juan retrieves his position. Bernard will do a good old switchback, as you can see. As Juan retrieves his position from a dive from Bernard on the inside, and some good leather racing there, as you can see. They're getting very, very close to each other, as you can see. But once again pulling away and enjoying the battle, but enjoying the pretty much free cruise would be Johan, the car first place. And getting very close to braking there, Victor Bernard. A bit of a slide and a contact between the two drivers as they get very, very close to each other. Looking down for a move down the inside, Victor Bernard very, very close to Juan. Will he go for a move? That's the question. Goes this time down the outside. Does he make a move? Does he make it stick? With Juan hugging the inside. We will see who will make it down the straight. As this is a drag race now. Pulling out in front is Victor Bernard. However, Juan does have the slipstream and the inside, and he goes for it. Bit of a lock up there. And he once again defends his position. Some marvellous defending there from Juan Bernard. Apologies from Juan. And a bit of contact there once again between the two drivers. As Becker enters the pits. Not sure if that's to serve a penalty or the driver simply retired, but we shall see. Something to get close. Once again, it's not quite easy to make a move on this track. It's very narrow with quite a not much opportunity for overtaking. You have to pick your spots right and know how to take proper advantage of the driver in front of you if he is to make any mistakes. Now the gap between the drivers is marginally huge, apart from these two drivers can't third and second place. As they appear to have calmed down a bit as Juan pulls away ever so slightly from Victor. However, Victor will not let him go that easy, and gets very close on the braking, and he will enjoy quite a amount of slipstream down this straight. totally up to him to make use of it, however. And down the final straight, to lap number 8 of this race with less than 5 minutes to go. Bit of shaky driving there from the two drivers as they approach the first chicane, and as with less than half a second separating the two drivers at the moment. We've got a late start at the moment from Mareva, who promptly goes to the pits. I'm not quite sure what that was, however, we're back in this battle once again between Juan and Victor for second place. Quite fierce battling between the two drivers, though I believe Johan will be starting to lose pace due to his soft tyre compound, and Victor will really need to make a move as soon as possible, not to lose pace due to the softer tyre compounds. As you can see, the top three down the main straight. We're back with these two battling out. Oh, and Juan goes a bit wide. He'll have to give back the time gained, perhaps even give up the position, and he does. This is what we said, consistency is key to this race, and Victor did not hesitate to take advantage of the mistake that Juan unfortunately has committed. And Victor takes second place, and Juan falls back to third. Juan will be desperate to get this position back, as he hard earned, hard fought for, and hard defended even until that mistake, unfortunately. On the other hand, Victor will want to pull away as much as he can. There's not quite any hope to catch up to the leader, unless the leader makes a huge mistake or had a huge moment. And we can see even Victor ever so slightly pulling away from Juan in third place. As the two drivers approach the final set of corners. Perhaps that could be the final lap of this race, unless the leader goes around pass. That should be the lap before the last. And oh, what's that? Juan goes for the move down the inside with very, very late braking, takes the chicane and makes a move. Juan retrieves his position back with a late dive down the inside. What a move. And he goes, retrieving his position, as a matter of fact. These two will simply not give up. We've had another position change between Danny and and Caesar, who battling out, as well as Caesar Alexandrov retrieves his position again in fourth place. We've got battles of second, third, fourth, and fifth. Danny, however, receives a 5-second penalty. I believe that puts him out of contention for fourth place, unfortunately. And back we go with Juan, who hard fought for the second place position. And with a late dive down the inside after losing his position to Victor Bernat. Quite marvellous race between the two drivers, as well as the drivers in fourth and fifth position. which we were unfortunately too distracted by these guys and missed the battle. However, Danny unfortunately has received a 5-second penalty for track limits, and he will be having to serve that. Now the leader is in the final lap. As Victor Bernat has a bit of a moment there, that should be smooth sailing for now for Juan, as he pulls away from Victor Bernat, who has unfortunately made a mistake that made him end up in the grass. That is very unfortunate. So we had a quite marvellous battle between the two drivers. However, we can now more fairly concentrate with the battle between Cesar Alexandrov and Dane. Danny has to pull at least 5 seconds away from Alexandrov if he is to keep this position, and he just picks up a bit of slipstream there as he's right down his tailpipes and tries to go down the outside, goes too wide. Danny goes too wide. Alexandrov maintains his position as they cross the finishing line with Juan, Johan winning the race, the 6th round of the race of Cyanide Academy, and 2nd place Juan, well fought position with Victor Bernat, with the battle ending with Victor unfortunately spinning out. And in 4th place, Cesar Alexandrov, who has managed to pull away from Danny, who has unfortunately received a penalty, which would be added to his ending time. And Danny obviously in 5th place, and Artem in 6th, with I believe 2 retirements, being Beckett and Iker Areva, who is, I believe, trying to unlap himself. However, that is the race for him, as well as the other drivers. Now for race number 2, with less than 40 seconds to the race start. Against the others, with less than 40 seconds, 10 seconds to go, and we will go start the race, and we are lights out as we commence the race. Quite a bit of chaos there, as per expected in the back. Morava taking the lead of the race. Quite a bit of confusion there. Apologies. The tower is glitched at the moment, so these are not the current positions that they're in. However, that would be none other than Johan in first place. Followed by, I believe that would be Danny in second place, if I'm not mistaken. The yellow livery. Bit of chaos there down the back. As apologies, that is indeed Morava in the lead, followed by Danny. And a bit of contact there. Danny has unfortunately spun out a couple of cars. Have indeed spun out with Caesar Alexandrov having fallen behind, as well as Danny having a bit of contact there at the moment, as Morava pulls away in first place, followed by Juan, who finished second last race, as well as Victor Bernat, who conveniently finished third as well. Followed by Danny, who was involved in a bit of a kerfuffle at the back, and Beckett the Brit, who retired last race, currently in fifth position, with Johan, the race winner for race 1. Into sixth place, followed by Caesar Alexandrov, who had this battle with Danny near the end of last race, as well as Arten, last but not least. Now, Morava appears to be pulling away. He goes a bit wide onto the grass. That is not good for him whatsoever. A bit of a slide there as well. As he heads down, and let's see what happens down this steep set of corners, as the top three are very, very close. Could barely put a needle between these two, as Victor Bernat and Juan appear to want to battle again, as Victor would be hoping for a rematch. Victor goes down the inside, but he's a bit too far to go for a lunge at the moment. He's still sticking into the back of Juan, willing to make the position whenever he gets the chance to, and bit of a slam there against the wall. Very, very close to each other as Danny goes off wide. With the drivers very, very close to each other. With that Morava rather pulling away, as a matter of fact. Victor is almost sniffing the back of Juan's car, looking for any chance, any mistake to capitalise on. They head back into the set of corners once again, into the S's. close to each other again. Will Victor go for a move down the inside? This time he's a bit faster. Ooh, and manages to block, but Thun goes wide and maintains his position. Victor, however, goes down the inside, forced to break out. And they go once again on these set of corners. As Victor goes wide down the first corner, and they go once again. Victor does not want to lose too much time to Thun. Victor currently 3 cutting warnings, or 3 track limit warnings. He's got 1 left until he gets penalised, rather 2 left until he gets penalised. Apologies, 1, that will be 1. As Victor is aiming down to go the inside and goes for a switchback, a bit of a slight there for Thun. Victor goes down the inside as Thun goes wide, and Victor capitalises on that mistake. Victor gets a bit wide as well, however he gets to hold the position. As now they have transferring the battle to the current race leader, as well as the car in 4th and 5th, that'd be Danny, and I believe that'd be Johan from the winner of last race, as they all close up the top 5, as well as the current 6th place, that'd be Beckett closing in. Got a taste of that battle as well, because why not, simply. And Victor aims down the inside, isn't quite there, goes for it, as it appears that Thun will make a move down the inside. Would have ended up being nasty, however, thankfully nothing serious happened, as they're very, very close to each other, these drivers. No inch given to any of them. And Thun is aiming to go for a run, goes down the inside. Does he make the move? And he does. He takes the position, 2nd place from Victor, but will he get to defend it as Victor approaches the next set of corners? He does have the inside. Thun goes wide, a bit of contact there between the two, as Victor simply cannot, or wasn't able to make the move. Danny now under heavy pressure from Johan. As the race leader now gets a bit of a breathing space, as Danny is side by side, and does he make the move? He goes a bit wide and loses position to Johan for 4th place. Very, very close racing between almost all positions in this race. As the battle sets down a bit of calm and quiet, but not quite calm and quiet whatsoever, as Victor Bernat will be looking to get a bit of slipstream. Thun is having none of it, not wanting to let any form of tow go to Victor. Victor with very, very late braking there, as Thun simply perfects that corner, but not quite loses time. And O makes contact against the wall once again. Not quite ideal. As the leader heads into the pits. Is that a result of a penalty or not? I am not quite sure. However, Thun inherits the race lead, as well as Beckett, who ended up in the pits as well. Thun currently in the race lead. The battle for 2nd and 3rd has now become the battle for the overall win. As these two battling it with less than 0.2 of a second separating the two. Of the gap rising a bit as Thun attempts to pull away, as Victor recovers on braking. No quarters given between the two, and as a matter of fact, Johan appears to go down the inside to go for second position. Quite a bit of a lunge, massive lunge there by Johan as he makes the position. Does he get to keep it? A bit of slide outside the exit down the straight. That's a free-for-all as Juan enjoys the battle happening as he simply pulls away. As Johan appears to have gained the position and protected it quite well. Oh, the paces are quite similar between all the cars, well, at least the top 5 so far. Very, very close to each other. And oh, what's that? Victor Bernat receives a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. I believe that is it for him. Puts him out of contention at least for the top 5. As he is losing pace as well to Danny, who is right behind him at the moment. And Johan Alexandrov as well receives a 5-second penalty for track limits as well. Johan will be looking to get yet another race win. What appears to be a battle between the teammates. Very, very close to each other. No quarters given. As Johan goes out wide, goes down the inside, tries to go out wide with Victor Bernat right behind him, as well as Danny. The top 4 once again very, very close to each other with less than a second between them all. Victor looks down the inside, thinks a bit much of it. As Johan holds him down a bit, Victor makes the move down the inside, retrieving the position of second place. As the battle for the toe occurs again, Johan looks down the inside, is a bit too far to make a move, however. That could compromise his exit. And oh, what's that? Victor wants to take a bite out of Juan once again. Now, Victor will want to get as much of a gap as he can in order to negate the effect of the 5-second penalty that he received. Going on the inside, Danny makes a move on Johan, as you can see. And unfortunately, Johan has I'm not sure if that was due to the dive from Danny or he simply had a moment on his own. That is quite unfortunate, however, for Johan, the race winner of last race. However, that would seem as better news for Victor Bernat, who is pulling away as Artem receives a 5-second penalty. Now, a bit more penalties here for track limits compared to last race, and rightfully so. This race is much more intense than the last one, with battles going throughout the field. The top 5 at some point were all battling each other. Now Victor Bernat once again looking forward to make a move on Juan. As they head down the last set of corners, down the main straight. Aiming for any bit of toe or slipstream, but not quite any given. And a bit of contact there between the two, giving Juan a bit of a bump. Very, very similar lap times between these two cars. Danny is almost a second slower in pace. Very close to each other, these two. We'll see how this battle flattens out. However, overtaking Victor Bernat overtaking Juan Oli is not enough due to his 5-second penalty. As a matter of fact, you'd be looking to increase that gap in order not to lose third position as well to Danny, who is only 4 seconds behind. No, still less than a second between the car in first and second. Once again, very close, these two to each other, battling and persuading the steering wheel, as we could see. Not the easiest cars to control, these ones. As Victor once again regains a lot more time on the braking. Victor appears to have the advantage of the heavy braking zones, as he will be looking forward now for yet another bit of tow. As you can see how much ground he gains under braking. So they get very, very close to each other once again, less than half a second separating the two. Now 1/52 from both drivers, that is quite impressive, this pace. Danny simply falls behind with a pace of 1:53. Very, very consistent and quick laps from these two drivers. Absolutely phenomenal performance. As we head into the last 3 minutes of the race. Well, less than 3 minutes as a matter of fact. Could get 2 to 3 more laps at least. So far, Victor Bernat appears to keep his second position in second place, as Danny is 6.5 seconds behind Victor. So the 5-second penalty added to his total time should not affect his position. Once again gaining on braking, the last set of corners, that appears to be perhaps the final lap of the race. After this lap. They once again battle it with each other. Almost nose to tail, these two. As we hit there, the beginnings of the, well, appears to be almost the final lap of the race, as it seems. Now Victor will be desperate to make a move, however don't think it will benefit him that much to make said move, as he needs to pull away almost 5 seconds from Juan. That, however, doesn't seem to stop him from trying to make a move, however. The two drivers get very close to each other. Traffic in the front, it should not, however, affect them at the moment. As these two get very, very close to each other once again. I don't think Victor would be going for any late lunges, as it is simply not gonna benefit him, as the traffic gets closer and closer. And this is the final lap of the race. They gain once again a bit of a slipstream. Victor trying to get as much of a tow as he can. Will he make a move down the inside? I highly doubt it, and he does not. He opts to follow behind Juan. As we head into the final straight, and Juan wins the second race of round 6. with Victor Bernat in second place, keeping his position as Danny. We can see Danny doing a marvelous drift there down the back, and Danny keeping obviously third place with Johan, who had an unfortunate incident quite minutes back, in fourth place. Fifth place with Mareva. Sixth place with Caesar Alexandrov. Seventh place for Artem. And with a one retirement, that being Beckett de Prit. Now, quite a phenomenal race there from quite almost everyone. Impressive driving from the two, and well, it appears that we're going to have quite a bit of a nice rivalry here between Juan and Victor. They have the battle in the first race, as well as another battle in second place. Now, congratulations for the race winner. The final driver to cross the line, that being Artem. Congratulations for the race winner. Marvelous performance from everyone, and thanks everyone for watching the race.